Welcome back to my channel. If unfamiliar, my name's Miss Bree. Make sure to subscribe by clicking the red button under the screen, and let's see what adventure we're going on today. Happy Easter! Today we are making a sweet treat in the kitchen. We are baking and frosting Easter cupcakes. Have you made cupcakes before? Delicious. Well, grab your family, some baking supplies and utensils, and let's bake. Got my stool all ready. Now here we are in the kitchen, about to make Easter cupcakes. Now I'm sure you're wondering, what flavor cupcakes are we gonna make? Well, here's a little story before I tell you. There are so many different kinds of flavors out there. And I was thinking, well, I kind of want to make vanilla cupcakes. I kind of want to make chocolate. I know. Why don't I put the two flavors together and make marble cupcakes? Marble cupcakes is chocolate and vanilla swirled. Not only in the cake part, but in the frosting part too. How delicious is that? So some ingredients needed. We got the milk, we got the cocoa, we got the baking soda, we got the butter, baking powder, sugar, vanilla extract, an egg, flour. But before we touch any of the food ingredients, we need to wash our hands. So I'm gonna take my stool over to the sink. Gonna roll up my sleeves, and I'm gonna take about a quarter size amount of soap, and I'm gonna go a little past my wrist, do the back of my hand, do the front of my hand. I'm gonna turn the water on, and you're supposed to do it for 30 seconds. So you could sing a song, like the alphabet. You could sing Twinkle Little Star. Make it fun.
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z. Now
to turn it off, I'm going to kind of do it with my arm, and you grab either a paper towel or a clean washcloth. Now let's get ready to bake. First, we're going to mix together flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Now it's hard to tell because all those ingredients are white, but they're in this bowl, and I'm just gonna hand mix them together. Woo woo! And in a microwaveable dish, I'm gonna melt some butter. And there we are. After letting the butter sit for a minute out on the counter, I'm gonna put it in the bowl, and I'm gonna add a cup of white sugar to it. So it kind of looks like snow, kind of like slushy. Now I'm gonna whisk in an egg, and then add some yogurt. You can either use plain yogurt or vanilla, and then it calls for buttermilk. Now we don't usually have buttermilk in our fridge, so I'm gonna make my own. So it called for 3/4 cup of buttermilk, and so what I did was I filled up the milk to the 3/4 line, and then it says you put in a tablespoon of white vinegar, and it takes about 5 minutes for it to curdle like buttermilk. 5 minutes later, and as you can kind of see, it's curdling, and when you shake it, it's thicker too. And I just added vanilla extract, and now I'm gonna add the buttermilk and mix it together. Now I'm gonna add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients. And there we are. A smooth consistency. Now here comes one of the marble parts, which is leaving some of it vanilla and some of it chocolate. I'm going to take off of the batter out so that stays vanilla. And then I'm going to add 1/4 cup of cocoa powder and some milk to this batter to make it chocolate. Mix until just combined. Ooh, smells so good. Chocolatey goodness. And it's extra thick. We have our vanilla batter ready to go. And separately, we have our chocolate batter ready to go. Got our muffin pan ready with cupcake liners. You take a spoonful of vanilla batter and you put that at the bottom. And then it's going to be kind of like a sandwich. Then you put a spoonful of chocolate batter. That chocolate is extra thick. And then another tablespoon of vanilla on top. And you want to fill up the cupcake liners about 3/4 of the way full. Maybe you like chocolate more. Maybe you want 1 cupcake just to have chocolate on it. Or 1 cupcake with just a little vanilla batter, but mostly chocolate. It's your creation. Kind of fun. I would swirl them around with my spoon. Look how each one looks unique. And guess what? Now it's time to make frosting. Now I'm making milk chocolate frosting with powdered sugar, cocoa powder, softened butter, half and half, vanilla extract, and mixing it together. Now with the vanilla frosting, it's a very similar recipe to the chocolate without the added cocoa. So the cupcakes are now cooled off and we're going to frost them. But take a look at them. Look at them. They're swirled. The bottom part, the top, none of them look the same. And they were so fun to make. Now to frost them, I'm going to use a piping bag. You can also use a plastic Ziploc bag and cut the corner of it. Or you can just simply use a butter knife too. So to frost it, to make the frosting look swirled too, I'm going to take a scoop of the chocolate. Big scoop. And then I'm going to put it on the side. Another big scoop. squeeze it in there. And then I'm gonna take a scoop of vanilla frosting. Oops. And then put it on the other side. It definitely gets messy when you bake. And then I'm gonna kind of push it down. And then I'm gonna get ready to swirl frosting. Ooh. And I'm just gonna do the other ones. And some people like a lot of frosting, some people like a little. But yeah, kids would have so much fun frosting these cupcakes. And then I'm gonna put some more in there. Now some kids might only want chocolate, and some might only want vanilla. And you never want to fill this piping bag up all the way. You almost want to continually do a couple and then continually put the frosting in. So fill it maybe about half. I know this piping technique, I need a little more practice, but woo! I just love how the two colors come together. They're like, almost makes it really shiny. That one was messy. Now the fun part. I'm gonna pick one to try. I'm gonna try this one. Let's see. It comes off pretty easy. Really good, really delicious. These are perfect, not only for Easter, but for a birthday party, Valentine's Day. You could also add sprinkles on top. You could even add Annie's little bunnies. You could put them on top. Beautiful. Well, thank you so much for watching this delicious, excellent marble cupcakes. So good. The recipe will be down in the description below. Thank you so much for watching this delicious and fun adventure in the kitchen. Well, happy Easter. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you next time.